So, I just want to talk quickly about something that I have realized in this past week, and it is quite difficult to build a routine and maintain consistency at the same time. And this is why I really feel like YouTube has gotten even harder. I don't know about you, but when I started my channel, there's a whole bunch of excitement and passion, and there's a whole bunch of excitement and passion, and a lot of those emotions are kind of fueling your output and your creativity. But obviously, that's not sustainable because you're not always going to have such a high level of enthusiasm. It still remains, but it's not there enough to keep you going. Like, what I'm trying to say is, you start your channel with a whole bunch of passion and excitement, but as time goes on, you recognize, I'm still excited, I'm still passionate, but that's not going to help me make these videos. And throughout the journey of being a YouTuber or becoming a full-time content creator, I'm finding that you're going to need to be disciplined. You're going to need to be consistent. And the best way to put yourself on the path to be disciplined and consistent is to build routines and systems. However, I'm finding in the midst of trying to build those routines and to maintain being consistent, it's just super difficult to do. I was listening to a podcast this week, and she was just like, mental health is a business strategy. She said something along those lines. And then I was listening to watching another video, and it's this guy who is a psychologist and basically was saying content creators deal with more stress and anxiety and these type of emotions than a lot of people who don't create content, because that's what we do. What we do has these numbers involved and these metrics involved and everything like that. But with the whole mental health is a business strategy thing, I guess I'm creating these routines to protect my mental health. I've been creating and being consistent, but it's been at a cost. The cost has been my mental health and even my physical health in a sense. It's caused me to have a lack of sleep, neglect my self-care, and even neglect my personal environment, my home. All of those things, when they are neglected, what is the phrase? Put a toll on your mental health. And when it comes to your physical health, not getting enough sleep, not getting up from your desk or going outside in nature for walks and stuff like that, all of that takes a toll on you health wise. And I felt like that's cool for a few months, but that is continue on creating in that form and fashion is not sustainable. So that's why I'm taking the time out to build routines and systems, because now I know all the actions and associated with creating content, and I have a really pretty good idea of what that takes out of me. Not only do I know the actions, because the YouTube gurus talk about you need to do A, B, C, and D, but you don't know until you're in it, until you do it for a consistent amount of time, what does it take out of you mentally and physically and emotionally to create just one YouTube video. And now that I've created over 27 pieces of content, I really am aware and tuned into myself, what it takes out of me. So I'm in a place where I'm refining my process. A video I was watching, the person, he was just like, you can't create a viral video. You never know. All you can do is create a video. But what you can do is think about, what was your creative process when you made your best performing video? And I thought that was really important, and it just got me thinking about my creative process overall. I mentioned in my last video, I want to have feel good productivity, when it comes to this content creation. And that comes from Ali Abdal's book, called Feel Good Productivity. And that book has taught me and shown me when you are feeling good, you create, you build, you bring into fruition your desires in a more positive way. The whole being stressed and you're straining yourself and doing all of that, again, it's just not sustainable, and it's not the path. It's truly not the path to success. Like, hard work is required, but I'm just learning to reframe what hard work looks like and feels like to me. Like, I've said this a number of times over these past few videos, but like, I'm in a place where I have to work smarter, not harder. And a part of that is making these routines and these systems. I guess, where does that difficulty come in when you want to be consistent, but you're trying to organize yourself? It's just like, over this past week, I've been looking at my creative process, not even knowing that that's what I was doing, but I was analyzing, what are the steps that I take? How can I do it more efficiently? And just positioning things within a schedule, within a routine, And I think because I have to take this moment and this extra time almost to be analytical and be strategic with how I'm moving with my time management, right? That is cutting into the time and attention and the effort that I need in order to be consistent. I'm no longer in a place where I'm like approaching at my channel and everything with this, like, do or, I can just call it, the only phrase that comes to mind right now is like a do or die type of mentality. Like, oh, fuck whatever's going on, I gotta get this video up, I gotta do it. Like, there's that energy, but the execution of that energy I'm trying to make that look way different, because I'm still growing my channel. I'm not at the place where I want to be with my channel. So the temperature still has to be pretty high in this kitchen. Like, I still have a lot of work to do, but it's just changing what that looks like for me. I have to change that around, because I really don't want to stop the train. And if it does stop, it would be me. It would be only me getting in my own way, because I didn't take this time to put some routines and put some systems in place. And it's just like, in the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna have to, I want to say, like, figure out how to be consistent, but I don't think that is reflective of what I'm actually trying to say. But I don't know, the word prioritize comes to mind. Like, I have to prioritize a lot of different things. And like, even with this video, this is definitely like a diary. This is a page out of my diary of being on the journey to making full-time content creation a thing for me in 2024, this year, whenever you're watching this. And it's just like, this is not a scripted out type of piece of content or anything like this, but for me, it's helping me sort my thoughts, and hopefully it does provide some insight and value to you if you're also on the journey to becoming a full-time content creator. So yeah, like, this is a really hard part of YouTube. I'm at a crossroads right now. That's truly what I feel like. I'm at a crossroads of, I want to keep up the pace on my channel, but I gotta organize my backlog. Like, the background needs to get fixed up and cleaned up, so that I continue to show up and be my best and really create videos using a creative process that helps me maintain a really feel good, positive vibe and mental space and everything like that, so that projects onto the camera. Kanye West dropped an album recently, and I guess he said, the music is good because I'm happy. And I love that he said that. I love that. And it's like, I'm applying that to content. The content will be good if I'm happy, if I maintain this happiness. I'm not like down bad or anything. Like, I'm not feeling sad or anything like that. And nor do I feel like I was feeling that in these past this 3 month sprint that I did of just being consistent on my channel. But I had some moments where I was really like, whoa, like this is trying me. It's stressing me out, and I just want less of that for myself. And I believe I can create that. Once again, my content creation, why I want this to do this full time, this is part of a bigger picture. This is part of a bigger plan that's leading up to bigger things in my life. I'm creating a lifestyle, you know, content creation and being a full-time creator and using content creation to build my brand, build my business. This is becoming a lifestyle. And if knowing that it's becoming a lifestyle means it needs to fit into everything else that I got going on to my life, like a beautiful puzzle piece. And that takes time to happen. That takes time to happen. The last thing I want to say, tell me why I have not opened the YouTube Studio app for like 4 days. What? Haven't opened it. And you know how I got to that point? Because I was watching this video, like I'm going to link it down below. If you're a content creator, I need you to watch this. If you're on the journey to becoming a full-time content creator, you need to watch this video. It is important for your health to watch this video. This guy, this doctor, psychologist, he was like, I haven't opened the YouTube Studio app because I don't need to. This man taught me that the YouTube Studio app has a bunch of metrics and stuff and information that they show you, like, that's not even really helpful for you to perform better next time on your video. And when it comes to reading comments and just seeing how your video performed, all of that is called feedback on what you have created. We know this. Like, we know we pop open that YouTube Studio app when we're bored, we have a few minutes, and we just want to check on of how a piece of content is doing. Looking at all those numbers as feedback, and when you're checking that shit out at random times of the day, at times of the day where you can't really do nothing about this stuff, or you feel like, oh, I gotta drop everything that I'm doing and try and come up with a better thumbnail because the arrow is down on the click-through rate, like, that's all not productive. Instead, we should have feedback meetings once or even twice a week if you want to. And in that feedback meeting, it could be 20 minutes, 45 minutes. You look at all the comments, look at the performance of your content, and then make strategic moves after that, because you're in a mental space. Like, you know, you're going into the scene. Oh, okay, how things are going. And you can take action right away. He gave the perfect example of, like, when you're sitting on the toilet at 2 a.m. and you're looking at your YouTube Studio app and you get a negative piece of feedback, whether that be a comment or you see your video is still an 8 out of 10. What are you going to do at 2 a.m. to change that? Nothing. And then you're just going to go to bed feeling some type of way. Ultimately, it's going to be in your mind somehow emitting off this negative energy and making you second guess yourself. I have felt better not looking at my YouTube Studio app. I love y'all and I want to connect with y'all, and I will do that, but I have to do it intentionally. Even the positive feedback, I'm still not, I don't know how to even receive positive feedback all the time. It's like, whoa, you're showering me with love. This was actually helpful. You fuck with my content, you like my video. All of that is still like, ooh, I'm not used to that yet. So I need to be gentle with myself and really be intentional. And then when it comes to responding to comments, I really like to say something of substance and meaning to y'all. Like, if you've ever received a comment from me, responding back to something you said, 9 times out of 10, it's a thick and juicy response, you know, because I'm so appreciative that you even took time to write underneath my video So I'm going to put effort into that response. I'm going to ask you some questions. Like, I'm going to talk to y'all. So that takes a lot of time and effort for me to run my comments that way. So now I'm happy that I have a way. Again, we're talking about systems, we're talking about routines. I have a way to do that systematically and in a way that will be beneficial to both parties here. So yes, if you have comments, I don't know if I even have comments, but I'm coming. I will be responding soon, and just know I'm trying to fine tune the engine here. I have a car that needs to drive smoothly down to the road to success, down to Success City. And my car's in the shop being fine tuned and getting fixed up and sitting right so I can drive myself on the way to, I see it down there in the future, 100K, million, all that is on the way. But I need to make sure my engine runs smoothly. So thank you. That is all from me today. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.